Hey guys, I'm Palancine, animator, singer, artist, and music artist. I'm a fan of synthcore/crush club music and have been analyzing the vocal techniques of some artists because I've been learning vocal theory since 2024 and I wanted people from my community to know more about this topic, So that's why I decided to make a video breaking down Asteria's vocal technique, one of the most well-known artists in this community, so you can replicate his way of singing more easily. If you're a small artist and you want your vocals to sound similar to Asteria's, well, you might want to stay all the way through. I will try to be as beginner friendly as possible. I will explain every term in as much detail as I can, and of course, if you also know about singing theory and maybe I made a mistake while explaining something or something similar, you can try to correct me in the comments in the most respectful way that you can, of course. Now, before we start, I want to point something out. This video is going to teach you how to sing like Asteria, like his vocal technique, his way of singing, not to make your voice similar to his. Like, after following the steps, don't expect to have the deep voice like him or something similar. It's just I'll be analyzing how he sings, so you can also try it out yourself. So no, your voice doesn't need to be similar to his to follow these steps, and it won't be more similar by following these steps, okay? So now we can start. Okay, so most of the time Asteria uses a technique called chest voice. Try putting your hand in your chest and doing like Do you feel the vibration? You just did chest voice. It's the voice that we normally use while talking, and well, singers use it to reach low notes more naturally. For Asteria's vocal range, the way he sings or the notes he usually sings in his songs go from a medium range to a low range, so chest voice is specifically for those types of ranges. So yeah, it basically helps you with low notes, so if you want to sound like him, you might try chest voice, putting your hand in your chest, feeling the vibration, it will help you. Now, I said most of the time, so he uses chest voice most of the time, but also he uses a technique called mixed voice. This technique is not easy at all. It took me months to understand it and replicate it, but don't worry, I will teach you how to do it in the best way possible. It's basically used to go from very low notes to high notes or vice versa in a natural way. It's kind of between chest voice and head voice, but Asteria doesn't use head voice, so we won't cover that here. So to achieve this, you need to have the back of your throat wide, like the way of the sound needs to be open, so it sounds more clearly. Try to think of it as if you were yawning, the space in the back gets wider so the sound comes out. Try to keep that same structure in your muscles as long as you can while doing mixed voice. That is basically going from low notes to high notes or from high notes to low notes. Asteria uses that a lot, so yeah, have that in mind. Okay, one last thing about his theory is the brilliance in his voice. The brilliance is basically how clear the sound is. Right now there's no brilliance in my voice, but now I'm trying to add more, so I don't know if you see the difference. Basically, Asteria's vocals are very brilliant, they are loud, they are clear, and they are not airy at all. Airy voice is another technique used by other artists such as Durr. Maybe I could try to break his vocal technique down, maybe in another video. Tell me in the comments if that's a good idea, or maybe you can suggest other artists. Okay, well, coming back to Asteria, if you want to sing similarly to him, make your voice brilliant. Think like you're singing to the wall in front of you, so the sound is hitting there. Like a rope, like the rope goes there, your voice is the rope and it needs to hit there, loud and clear. Also, something to have in mind is that brilliance is not translated in volume. So if I have more volume or less volume, it's not going to mean that I have more brilliance or less brilliance in my voice, okay? Something that helped me to think of brilliance not as volume is thinking that the sound is in my teeth. So maybe the sound is coming from there, like my vocal cords are there, so they are outside basically. So yeah, maybe you can try it, maybe it can help you. Additionally, this doesn't have to do much with technique. Asteria sings with a lot of what people call passion. Maybe singing with passion can help you achieve that brilliance that we're looking for. Asteria sings with confidence and emotion, so do that to make your vocals more interesting. Okay, we're done with his technique. Now, don't leave this video thinking, oh, I already know everything about this technique and Asteria, No, because there are still some details that you should know before considering yourself an expert in Asteria's vocals. Because Asteria is not an expert in vocal theory or anything like that. He of course makes some mistakes that can even be harmful for your voice. So I wanted to show them to you so you don't replicate them while trying to sing like him. The first mistake, the one I consider the most dangerous, is sending the voice to your throat. Sometimes when Asteria hits low notes, he wants to sound even deeper, so he sends the sound to the back so it sounds like this. All the brilliance that we talked before, he throws it to the trash when he hits low notes. In the moment where the voice should be more brilliant than ever, the low notes, like this is a brilliant voice, this is a throat voice. Sending your voice to the throat without experience can be harmful for your vocal cords if you do it too much, so try not to do it when singing like Asteria or singing in general or talking. Also, it doesn't make you sound deeper, it makes you sound stupid. So when you sing low notes, just do the chest voice technique that we talked about earlier, because it's going to help you reach the tone more easily instead of just sending it to the throat, because when you do chest voice you're not damaging your voice, but when you send it to the throat you are. Also, chest voice doesn't sound forced, throat does. So the second mistake is adding too much weight to the high notes. Many people think that to reach high notes you need to force your larynx too much to reach the tone, but it's actually the opposite. For high notes you just need to be as relaxed as possible and, well, so they can sound more natural and not forced. When you add weight to your high notes, weight is basically like this, you're not letting the high notes sound like high notes. Listen to the sparking problems. Many people think that this is because Asteria's voice is naturally deep and he doesn't reach high notes that easily as other people, but with vocal technique that can be solved. When you hit a high note, as I mentioned earlier, try to be as calm as possible and use the mixed voice technique that we talked earlier about. Try thinking that the sound is coming out of your eyes for the high notes, and also do this movement with your face. It might help you to reach the high notes. It did to me, so maybe it will help you. Okay, we're finally done. Woohoo! Okay, now I'm going to sing What You Want by Asteria. It's the only song in his tone that I can reach. Just the instrumental in the background and my raw vocals, so you can catch the technique more easily. And well, you can try singing with me if you want to practice your technique. Good luck. Getting busy with this horse, no I met her at the shop. She tryna take me to her home, fuck her, pass her to my bra. I know where you're tryna go, see the best designer clothes. I know where you're tryna go, tell me where you're tryna go. I know what you want, tell me what you want. I know what you want, tell me what you want. Tell me what you want, I know what you want. Tell me what you want, I know what you want. This must be it, bro. I hope you enjoyed learning about vocal theory with me, using Asteria as a reference. I hope that you don't forget these techniques in like 2 days. You can always come back to this video and practice and train your voice and make it better, you know. Let me know if this helped you somehow to maybe discover your own technique. So I would be very glad if I helped you. As I said earlier, if you want to know the vocal technique of other artists, other synchro artists, you can let it in the comments and maybe I will consider to make a video about them. I have an Insta account and a TikTok account I post sometimes, so you can go follow me there. Also check out my music, Palm Scene on Spotify. We're almost 30 monthly, so please help me stream my music, follow me, maybe you will end up liking my vocal technique, who knows. I'm part of the Forever Anarchy label too, so go follow all of the other members and listen to all of our music. And of course subscribe to the channel. I mostly post reactions here, but I plan on maybe doing more videos like this, also posting covers and many other stuff. Okay, so thanks for watching again, see you in the next video, bye!